First of all, thank you for taking some time out of your day to learn about 2018 open enrollment. So what we're going to be covering today is what's new for 2018. We're going to do a quick benefits overview. We're going to talk about the open enrollment dates. Course Source updates with Amy. There are several new products that Course Source has rolled out in 2017 that she'll be talking about. Amy will also go through the new open enrollment portal. So the e-elect portal that you'll be making your elections is new for 2018. So it's a product you've not seen before. We're going to talk about the resources that are available for you regarding open enrollment that'll be on the city's website. We're going to talk about open enrollment dates twice because that's very, very important. And then we do reserve a time at the end of the presentation for questions. Since it is such a small, informal group, if there are questions that come up during the presentation, please just go ahead and ask. As I mentioned in the introduction, one of the new things we have for 2018 is our partnership with Brown & Brown of Central Michigan. Brown & Brown is the city's insurance broker, and one thing that's very unique about Brown & Brown is their focus is solely municipalities. So those are the only clients that they represent, so they have lots of experience on the public side. A transition that we're going to be making for 2018 is our life insurance is transitioning to the Hartford from Sun Life. And we will talk more about the transition when we get to the life insurance slide. There's been an increase in medical flexible spending, and we will touch on that as well. And there are very few plan design changes. Any of the plan design changes have been announced previously in your union contracts or in one of the agenda meetings for the tax staff recently. Another item that's kind of in the works right now is a potential change to our pharmacy benefits manager. So you may be aware that all of our retail pharmacy claims are handled through Script Care. We are right now going through responses to an RFP that would allow us to possibly transition to a new pharmacy benefit manager for 2018. Once that decision is made, if it is made, or if we do transition, we will make you all aware of that. If we do change, we will also need new insurance cards because Course Source or Script Care information is called out specifically on our current enrollment cards. There have been some premium co-share changes. And as I mentioned before, those have been published in your union contracts. Amy Binkley is joining us today from Course Source because our new account manager, Brittany Beacare, is not available to be with us today. You all may recall Brittany has traveled with Amy the last couple of years to open enrollment meetings, so she will be a familiar face. She is actually attending open enrollment for one of her clients out in Colorado today, so she can't be with us. Amy will also be talking about a new flexible spending and HRA portal that Course Source is rolling out, or has rolled out. And she'll also be speaking about e-elect, the new open enrollment portal. The next several slides are specific to our benefits, so we're going to take a minute just looking at each one of the offerings. 2018 is the first year of a 2-year election for your dental benefits. There's no premium co-share changes for 2018 for dental. There's still the opportunity to elect the high plan or the premium plan, and there's been no plan design changes. As a reminder, if you wish to cover your dependent child on your dental coverage, there are 3 criteria that have to be met. Your child needs to be age 26 or younger. They need to live with you, and you need to be at least 50% responsible for their financial upkeep. So if your dependents do not meet that criteria, they're not eligible to be on the city's dental plan. The flexible spending elections that we will be making for 2018, you have an opportunity to elect up to $2,600 in a medical flexible spending account. That's an increase of $50 from 2017. And as I reminded in the other meetings that we had, that number is dictated by the IRS. That's not a number that the city picks. So we are under their direction. The $5,000 for dependent care has not changed. It's been at that level for several years. For those of you who participate in medical flexible spending, there is a debit card associated with your Flex account, as you know. Please do not throw away your debit cards. If you're planning to elect Flex for 2018, your current debit card is useful until it actually expires. So if you throw out your debit card thinking you don't need it anymore, and you elect Flex for 2018, a replacement debit card, there's a charge associated with that. Amy's going to talk about the new Flex HRA app and the flexible spending grace period. So any amounts that you elect for 2018, you have until March 15th of 2019 to exhaust those funds. So it's about a 75-day grace period from the end of the plan year in which you can use those funds. The life insurance, as I mentioned, we're going to be transitioning to the Hartford for 2018. One of the attractive things about the Hartford, in addition to being able to meet all of our plan needs, is their quote is about a 30% reduction in what we were previously paying for life insurance. So when you go in and you make your elections, if you elect life insurance and have any kind of comparison from last year, you will notice a significant cost savings. For anyone who is not enrolled in life insurance, if you chose to opt out when you hired in or you were in the plan and then you got back out and you were concerned about coming back on because of the whole evidence of insurability process, which is where the previous carrier would request a medical questionnaire be completed. Potentially you would be subject to an exam by their doctor. That's the evidence of insurability process. For 2018, since we're transitioning to the Hartford, none of that is applicable to this transition. So the Hartford is saying whoever wants to come onto the city, whatever city employee that's eligible who wants to come onto the plan, can come onto the plan without any evidence of insurability. If you elect life insurance in 2018, our current enrollment forms aren't available. So if you elect it, those reports will be generated back to us in HR. For those that elected life insurance, we will be forwarding enrollment forms and beneficiary forms for you to complete. A quick overview of our medical and prescription insurance. The city offers two plans, the traditional plan and the optional plan. That has not changed for 2018. The traditional plan is a 90-10 plan, meaning once you meet your deductible, the plan covers or pays at 90% and you're responsible for 10% until you reach your max out of pocket. The optional plan with HRA is our high deductible plan, and that's 80-20 coverage, meaning once you meet your deductible, the plan pays 80%, you're responsible for 20% until you reach your max out of pocket. And to help offset the cost of the deductible, the city contributes dollars into an HRA account that is accessible when your claims are filed. It's $500 into an HRA as a single person or $1,000 for family coverage. Unused HRA dollars roll over from year to year, and currently there's no cap on the amount of HRA dollars that you can have in your HRA account. And remember that with Health Steps re-enrollment tomorrow, the last one, you have the opportunity, if you join Health Steps, to earn additional HRA dollars through that participation. And of course, if you choose not to enroll in any of the city's plans, there's an opt-out payment. So a taxable payment that's made payable to you the first 24 pays of 2018. As a single person, it would be $1,200, and as a family, it would be $1,770. The vision insurance has not changed, and it's going to be offered through IMED as before. 2018 was a renewal year for our IMED plan, and with Brown & Brown's help in our renewal, they actually lowered our rates. So when you go to elect vision, you will notice a reduction in your premium co-share for vision as well. The IMED plan offers an annual exam with frames and lenses or contacts. Oftentimes, vision plans allow for that every 2 years, so our plan is unique and they offer it once a year. And you always receive the best benefit by staying in network. So you're going to want to see if your eye doctor is in network by going to imed.com and searching in the provider listing. The actual open enrollment dates are this Friday, October 20th at 12 midnight through Friday, November 3rd at 11:59 p.m. Remember, if you do not log in and complete open enrollment, you will not have coverage in 2018, nor will you receive any opt-out dollars. The other thing I wanted to mention, and Amy will touch on this as well, is the e-enroll or the e-elect, the new open enrollment portal, is not available from 3 o'clock in the morning through 12 noon on Sundays. And that, I'm going to turn it over to Amy.
So thank you. There's a couple things that I just want to remind you of relative to the digital tools that are available with your benefits. A couple years ago, I know we enhanced our MyCoreSource portal. We continue to enhance that as we continue to change and evolve each year. Last year, we rolled out the MyCoreSource mobile app, and both of these tools give you access to your claims detail, to your deductible, your out-of-pocket information, locate a provider, you're able to view your ID card. So, the mobile app is especially nice when you're out at a doctor's office and for some reason you don't have your ID card. If you have the mobile app on your phone, you're able to show your ID card right from your mobile app. So it's just one of the great benefits from a digital tool standpoint that is available to you as a city employee. Another new digital tool to keep you connected with your benefits is what we call MyCoreSource Wire. This is an opt-in. You don't have to have it if you don't want it. There's an 800 number listed on the paper that's in the back. You call the 800 number, you opt in, and then you'll receive text messages from CoreSource. We usually only send about one text message a month, and it's usually benefit related. We might send a text message relative to, understanding the difference between a brand name and a generic prescription drug. Did you know that you could elect for electronic EOBs? Did you know about the CoreSource portal? So it's really just trying to educate you on the tools that are available and then your benefits that are available to you. So again, it's an opt-in. If you opt in and then you decide that you don't want those messages coming via text message, you can always opt out when you get that message on your phone. Another new enhancement we rolled out in August of 2017 is the new Flex HRA portal. There was a lot of questions from our clients asking for the ability to upload receipts via a mobile app or file a claim electronically and upload claims right through the portal. That is now available. So that is part of the enhancement with this new Flex HRA platform that we transitioned to. So you now have access to a new portal as well as to a new app. With the new portal, you access it through the MyCoreSource portal. So you log into MyCoreSource portal as you normally would, and then there is a link right on there that says CoreSource FSA HRA portal, and it takes you right there. You don't have to have a different username or password to get into that site. So again, some of the benefits that you have available with that is to file a flexible spending dependent care claim right through the portal. You can upload receipts, track your expenses right through the portal. You can view up to the minute account balances, view your account activity. You can report a lost or stolen card. Keep in mind that if you do report a lost or stolen card and you need a new Benny card to use for your Flex transactions, there is a charge. It's a $10 charge that will be charged against you for getting a new card. So when you enroll in Flex this year, keep your Benny card if you have one, because that's going to carry over into 2018. You can update your personal profile information. At times, a Flex analyst might need to reach out to you, so it's important to have up-to-date, accurate information in your profile under the Flex portal. The portal, we're going to show a quick video, is very easy and useful to navigate. You can work from sections within the home page, or you can hover over and click over the tabs on the top. And at this time, we're going to show you a quick video on it.
Introduction to FSA and HRA. Welcome to your consumer portal, your online space for convenient access for all of your pre-tax accounts, such as flexible spending accounts and health reimbursement accounts. In this tutorial, we will explore the consumer portal and how to quickly and easily find your most important information. Each site might look slightly different based on the type of benefits in which you have enrolled and the features that have been enabled. Let's begin with the home page. Starting with the top navigation, you may access information via the menu items at the top of the screen or a number of quick links throughout the body of each page in footers. Quickly access tasks like filing a claim or managing your expenses in the I Want To section. Get up-to-date balances here. Follow the links for more details on each account. Your message center helps you stay on top of your account with a variety of notifications, such as a reminder to set up a direct deposit, notices of a payment that will be processed soon, or an alert to upload a receipt. At the bottom of the page is Quick View, which graphically displays key metrics, making it easy to check the status and trends in your accounts. Virtually every piece of data, plan information, form and function you may need are just a click away. You may access your account summary from the available balance link on the home page or the accounts menu item. The account summary page combines all of your account information in one place. See real-time balances in your FSA or HRA plans here. Follow the links for further details on each data element. Expand the line items to get election details. Your account activity page is a consolidated view of all of your transactions. Using the drop-down box, you can see your FSA or HRA account activities such as deposits and claims. On the claim history page, here you will see a breakdown on each of your claims, showing the amount that has been paid, a pending payment, claims that may have been denied, or whether a receipt was uploaded. As with every data detail page, you can filter and sort the view with the left side navigation. Expand the line items to get more details. Your payment history page shows all of your payments, whether check, direct deposit, or benefit card transactions. Expand the line items to get more details. Use the left navigation to sort and filter. On the profile page, you may review and or update your personal information. Also, you may review, update, or add dependents and banking information. Review your account statements, receipt reminders, and claim denials right from your portal on the Statements and Notifications page. Click the links to read the PDF documents. On the Tools and Support page, quickly access forms and review plan summaries. Get answers to questions under the How Do I section. Learn more with your administrator and employer-specific quick links. The dashboard provides a centralized view of all healthcare activity across accounts. Here, you will find an aggregate view of all claims, debit card transactions, and healthcare expenses. You can quickly see total costs for expenses in a variety of statuses. Payment status is easily identified through icons, and you may apply filters or use the search field to update the perspective of the dashboard to see a subset of expenses. Expanding a line item will allow you to see additional details and view documentation. From the dashboard, you can easily edit information for unpaid expenses, upload documentation as needed. You have everything you need for every account at your fingertips on the Consumer Portal.
So as you can see, the portal has a lot of robust information for you to be able to navigate your expenses. It's also helpful when you're planning for 2018 if you want to be able to go back and look at kind of what your expenditure has, especially if you're having, if you're taking some prescription medications that you know are going to go into 2018. It kind of help you bring all your expenses together and say, okay, well, I've already spent, $300 in 2017. I can anticipate that I'll probably have $400 in 2018, so I can elect Flex for that $400 if that's what you're looking to do. So again, the portal is a new piece, as well as uploading receipts and filing the claims via the portal and or the mobile app. How to log into the portal again, you log in from my CoreSource portal, you go down to the main page, you'll see a little tile and it's got a $sign, it says CoreSource, FSA, HRA, and it'll take you right into the portal. With the new FSA HRA, we now have an app. which allows you to do the same thing with respects to uploading receipts and things of that nature. I have a flyer in the back that gives you directions on how to download the app. There is one piece of information with respects to downloading the app. It's going to ask for your member ID, and then your password is going to be your zip code and the last 4 digits of your last 4 digits of your social security. So your zip code plus your last 4 of your social security, that's going to be your password altogether. Your member ID can be found on your ID card, except for those that have an alpha ID number on your card. So if your ID starts on your card with 2 alpha, so if it's BF, then you will need to log into My CoreSource portal, go to the mobile app and go to the profile and look for your N2 number. That's the ID number that you're going to need to use for the mobile app. So it'll actually be an N2 number versus the number on your card, unless your card has an N2 number. And there's an instruction document in the back that kind of outlines that at the bottom. And I believe it's also in your open enrollment material, correct? Yep. Any questions on that? Now we're going to go into the new web enroll tool called eElect. So as Shar mentioned, there's a couple things that you want to remember, that the system will be down on Sunday from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. Sunday. I also want to let you know that if you are inactive for more than 15 minutes, you will get booted out of eElect. You need to make sure that you gather information, get it readily available before you start your web enroll process. If it does log you out, when you log back in, you will resume where you left off, where in years past, you basically had to start all over again. This remembers where you're at and you can resume there. Once you receive your confirmation statement, you have that same process as last year, you're going to have this year, you'll have a confirmation statement. If you need to make any changes, you can make them during the open enrollment period, but once open enrollment ends, you can't make any more changes for 2018. And again, as Shar indicated, there is a system maintenance from 3 a.m. to 12 noon on Sunday, so please make sure that you try and avoid that time frame because it won't be available. So as in years past, we always recommend that before you log in, you gather all of your information. Please make sure you have all the social security numbers. Please make sure you have accurate birth dates, your other coverage information, not only for you, but or any dependents that are going to be covered under the city's plan for 2018. Also, spousal access information and routing and bank account numbers. If you want to have direct deposit for your flex spending account, this is where you're going to enter in your routing and bank information so that it can be uploaded into our system. Okay? The new login is www.eelect.com. It is going to be in your open enrollment packet. It's going to be available on the city's website. So the instructions and a kind of a guide are going to be readily available to you to help you through. But that is going to be the new login for eElect. You're going to have 2 steps before you log in. Last year it was just 1 step. This year it's 2 steps. You're going to have a enrollment ID, which is the same ID for everybody. Again, it will be identified in your documents for you, and it's 94134. So you're going to enter that in the first screen when it says Welcome to eElect, enter your enrollment ID. From there, you're going to get to the login screen. That is where you're going to put in your social security number, as well as the last 4 digits of your social security number for your PIN. So similar to last year with respect to your social and the last 4, you're going to do the same thing this year. The only change to is that you're going to have that new enrollment ID to use prior. Once you do those steps, you're going to come to basically the home page. It's going to say welcome. It's going to give you a reminder of when web enroll is open, the time period for web enroll. And then you're just going to click the little green button that says enroll now. As you go through each of the screens are going to have reminders similar to last year. It's going to give you little helpful hints in regards to how to navigate, but I think you will find that this is going to be a lot easier for you than it has been in years past. So the first page is your demographic personal information page. This is going to be pre-populated for you. It's going to have your name, your date of birth, your social, your address in here. The 2 things that you will not be able to change is your name and your date of birth. The rest of the information you will be able to change. Your personal email address will also be in here. This is the email address that you provided to the city when you were going through your payroll change. It's important to confirm and verify that we have your email address accurate. One of the new benefits to eLect is that we are going to actually email you your confirmation statement. You'll have the option to print it at the end of your enrollment, but you will also get an email of that confirmation as well. So it's very important to make sure that the email address is accurate. This is also where you're going to update other coverage for yourself only. So at the bottom of it, it'll ask for other coverage. So if you have other coverage under a different plan, this is where you're going to complete that information for you only. And again, the screens are self-explanatory and walk you through it. There are going to be red asterisks next to items that are mandatory. It will not allow you to move forward without you completing it, okay? The next page is going to be your dependent page. If you had dependents covered under the plan in 2017, it's going to be pre-populated on this page for you, so you will not have to do anything with it unless you want to add a dependent. As you can see, there's a tile. That's going to be for, you're going to have a tile for each dependent. And if you're missing any information on that dependent, you'll have a message right in the box of that tile that says missing information. You will then click the pencil, which within that tile, and it'll open up the dependent's personal demographic information, and it'll tell you what you're missing for that individual. If any of those dependents that are listed on there have other coverage, you will have to click the pencil, go in, and update other coverage for those dependents. We need to make sure that we have other coverage information for 2018 for those covered dependents. If you decide not to cover a dependent for 2018, then you will remove the dependent from the screen. How you remove the dependent is by the little small, there's a little circle right next to the pencil with an X. You'll click that. It'll open up and it'll ask you to confirm that you want to delete this dependent from the coverage. And that's when you will click yes. So you just, again, want to confirm the information. You can open each tile, you can make sure the information is accurate, and then you will just click next and go to the next screen. And this is basically showing you the dependent screen and if you're adding dependents. So again, adding a dependent is easy. You just type in the demographics. Red asterisks are the required fields. So spousal medical coverage. So this is where the spousal affidavit comes into play. So you'll have two questions to answer. My spouse does have access to other medical coverage. My spouse does not. If my spouse does not have other access, then you'd click that. If my spouse does, then you click the top one. And then it gives you instructions on the side. There's a form that says spousal access affidavit. As soon as you click that, it opens up into a fillable PDF. So then at that point, you can fill it all out. You can save it to your desktop and then be able to upload it into eLect later or print it, whatever's easier for you, okay? The next several screens are all going to be about your medical coverage. So again, pre-populated with your current coverage today. This is where you're going to determine if you want to remain in that plan or if you want to make a change. And it's a click of a button. You just click what you want to change, and then it'll update and populate for you. As you continue to navigate, if you notice over in the top in the green, right underneath the blue, there are two little gray buttons. One is a shopping cart. So as you continue to navigate through, you can click on the shopping cart to see how your costs start to pre-populate for you. And then the other one is your upload button. So if you click that and want to upload a document, that's when you can upload into the eLect system. So similar to medical, you'll also have dental and then vision. So again, it'll be pre-populated. If you want to make a change, you can. If not, you click next and it'll take you to the next screen. And the next screen, I believe, is vision. Just remember that dental is a 2-year election. So when you elect it, it's for 2 years. Flexible spending. That is a benefit that you must enroll in every year. So if this year you chose $1,000 and next year you want $1,000, you have to re-enroll. You cannot miss this screen because we don't take your election from this year and transfer it to next year. When you're filling out flexible spending and dependent care, when you get to the screen, there will be a calculator for you to help calculate your costs through the course of the year. You can use the My CoreSource FSA HRA portal app to kind of see your expenditures and kind of see if that's what you're going to also incur for next year and help determine the amount that you want to elect. The most important piece in this is that you have to put a number in the box. You can't just click next and leave it blank. You have to put 0 or the dollar amount that you want to elect. If you do leave it blank, you're going to get a message that basically says you have to put a dollar amount. Okay, so again, 0 or the amount that you want to elect if you want to elect it. The dependent care affidavit, basically when you are electing flex and dependent care, is going to ask you, it's going to give you like the guidelines that once you elect, you are electing for the year, and then you'll have to click I basically accept, and then so you can move on. So it's just basically so you understand the benefit with flex and dependent care. Direct deposit actually is going to be pre-populated. So if you have direct deposit this year for flex, it is going to be pre-populated for you here. So just please make sure that that information is accurate. If you've changed bank accounts, you really need to make sure that this information is updated because you won't get any direct deposit from a flex standpoint. Then we're going to come to the pre-confirmation page. This is where you will be able to edit anything that you have done. So basically it comes up, populates all the information that you have put in, and you now have a pre-confirmation page. And as you start to look at it, if you see something that needs to be changed, all you have to do is click that section. There'll be a little pencil, and it'll take you back to that section where you can make the change, and then bring you right back to the confirmation. That's how easy this platform is for you guys. Once you complete all that, then you'll get to the final confirmation. You'll get a confirmation number. You will be able to print this. If you do not print it, it will be emailed to you, but I still recommend you guys printing it for your records. Okay, thank you.
The resources that are available specific to open enrollment are going to be posted on the city's website at mtpleasant.org/employee-insurance. And on this page, you're going to have you'll have access to the printed PowerPoint of this presentation. You'll also be able to find an open enrollment booklet that's specific to your employee group. Brown & Brown has spent a considerable amount of time the last several weeks putting together open enrollment books specific to each employee group. So in the past, we've had this one large 100-page document. It's now down to about 42 pages, and it is specific to each one of the employee groups. So as you open these links, you'll notice in the top of the booklet, it will call out the specific union in the top left-hand corner. Other information that's available here, you'll have all of the annual notices that legally we have to provide. Information on the spending card associated with flexible spending. Any of the printouts that Amy or Brown & Brown have provided to us at the back of the room will be available. There's also going to be a one-step summary of the e-elect steps that will be available. And we also have that on the table in the back of the room if you want to grab that on your way out. Again, the deadline for open enrollment is Friday, November 3rd at 11:59 p.m. So it opens this coming Friday, October 20th at 12 a.m. and goes through Friday, November 3rd at 11:59 p.m. And again, e-elect is unavailable on Sundays from 3 o'clock in the morning until 12 noon for maintenance. If you don't go through the open enrollment process, so if you don't log in and complete open enrollment, you will not have coverage for 2018, nor will you be eligible for opt-out dollars.